Kawasaki's two-stroke legacy is packed with powerful machines, but some models remain exceptionally rare, almost mythical. These 10 rarest two-stroke Kawasaki street bikes boast unique designs, limited production, and thrilling performance that set them apart. So, join us as we uncover these hidden gems that have become prized trophies for collectors and fans worldwide. Number 10. Kawasaki KR1S250. The Kawasaki KR1S250, produced between 1989 and 1992, is one of the rarest and fastest 250cc two-stroke street bikes ever built. Powered by a 249cc parallel twin engine with reed valve induction and Kawasaki's integrated power valve system, it delivered a factory-rated 45 horsepower, though real-world figures often exceeded 59 horsepower. With a dry weight of just 131 kilograms and a top speed tested up to 139 miles per hour, it outpaced rivals like the NSR 250 and RGV 250. Its aluminum twin-spar frame, triple disc brakes, and race-inspired ergonomics made it a favorite among club racers. Only around 10,000 units were produced globally, making it significantly rarer than its Japanese competitors. The KR1S retained a parallel twin layout, while others shifted to V-twins, adding to its uniqueness and collectability today. It remains a cult classic for two-stroke enthusiasts. Number 9. Kawasaki KH750 H2 Mach 4. The final year Kawasaki KH750, also known as the H2 Mach 4, marked the end of an era for two-stroke street dominance. Produced until 1975, this 748cc air-cooled three-cylinder two-stroke beast delivered a claimed 74 horsepower at 6,800 RPM. With a dry weight of 205 kilograms and a top speed exceeding 120 miles per hour, it was the fastest accelerating production motorcycle of its time. The KH750 featured a double cradle steel frame, telescopic front forks, and a rear twin shock setup. Braking was handled by a single 295mm front disc and a 203mm rear drum. Its aggressive power band and wheelie-prone nature earned it a fearsome reputation. The 1975 model, with revised port timing and milder tuning, was rarer and more refined, making it a prized collectible among two-stroke aficionados. Number 8. Kawasaki KH500 H1 Mach 3 Final Production Runs. The Kawasaki KH500, the final evolution of the legendary H1 Mach 3, was produced from 1974 to 1976 and marked the swan song of Kawasaki's 500cc two-stroke triple. Powered by a 498cc air-cooled piston-port inline-3 engine, it delivered 60 horsepower at 7,500 RPM. With a dry weight of around 192 kilograms and a top speed near 115 miles per hour, it was a formidable street performer. The KH500 featured a 5-speed gearbox, CDI ignition, and triple Mikuni VM28 carburetors. By its final years, Kawasaki had refined the chassis with a front disc brake, improved suspension, and revised port timing for smoother power delivery. Emissions regulations and rising insurance costs led to its discontinuation in 1976. These late-model KH500s are now rare and sought after, representing the last of Kawasaki's raw, unfiltered two-stroke street machines. Number 7. Kawasaki KH400 Final Edition. The Kawasaki KH400 Final Edition, produced in the late 1970s, marked the end of Kawasaki's iconic two-stroke triple lineage. Powered by a 400cc air-cooled piston-port inline-3 engine, it produced 38 horsepower at 7,000 RPM. It featured a 5-speed gearbox, CDI ignition, and triple Mikuni VM26SC carburetors. The chassis used a double tubular steel cradle frame with telescopic front forks and dual rear shocks. Braking was handled by a single 250mm front disc and a 180mm rear drum. The final edition KH400 was distinguished by revised graphics, improved reliability, and a more refined ride compared to earlier S3 models. With emissions regulations tightening, it became Kawasaki's last mid-size two-stroke triple. Its rarity stems from its limited production in its final years from 1978 to 1980, making it a prized collectible among enthusiasts of the triple-cylinder era. Number 6. Kawasaki KR250 Tandem Twin. The Kawasaki KR250 Tandem Twin, launched in 1984, was a road-going homage to Kawasaki's Grand Prix dominating KR250 race bike. Its most distinctive feature was the tandem twin engine layout, two 124.5cc cylinders mounted one behind the other, each with its own crankshaft connected by a central gear. This 249cc liquid-cooled two-stroke engine used rotary valve induction and produced around 45 horsepower at 10,000 RPM, propelling the 131-kilogram machine to a top speed of 110 miles per hour. The KR250 featured an aluminum box section frame, triple-disc brakes, and anti-dive front forks. It was never officially sold in the U.S., making it exceptionally rare outside of Japan and Australia. Its unique engineering and limited production run have made it a cult classic among collectors. The KR250's design directly echoed Kawasaki's four-time 250cc GP championship-winning machines from 1978 to 1981. Number 5. Kawasaki AR125. The Kawasaki AR125, produced from 1982 to 1988, was a lightweight two-stroke street bike aimed at the 125cc sports segment. It featured a 124cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine with rotary disc valve induction, producing up to 22 horsepower at 9,500 RPM in its unrestricted form. Torque peaked at 12.2 pound-feet at 8,000 RPM, and the bike could reach a top speed of 75 to 80 miles per hour, depending on tuning. Weighing just 107 kilograms, the AR125 used a 6-speed gearbox and Kawasaki's Unitrack rear suspension for improved handling. Early models had a minimalist fairing, while later versions adopted full bodywork inspired by the GPZ 900R. Its RISS, or rotary reed induction system, broadened the power band, making it tractable for urban use. Due to limited production, especially of the full-fared final editions, and its niche appeal, the AR125 has become a rare collectible among 1980s two-stroke enthusiasts. Number 4. Kawasaki S1 Mach 1. The Kawasaki S1 Mach 1, introduced in 1972, was the smallest of Kawasaki's iconic two-stroke triple lineup. Powered by a 249cc air-cooled piston-port inline 3 engine, it produced 32 horsepower at 8,500 RPM. The engine featured 3 Mikuni VM22SC carburetors and a 5-speed gearbox, with lubrication via automatic oil injection. Weighing just 149.5 kilograms dry, the S1 could reach a top speed of around 95 miles per hour, making it a spirited performer in its class. Its chassis used a double cradle steel frame, telescopic front forks, and dual rear shocks. Braking was handled by 180mm drum brakes front and rear, which limited stopping power compared to disc-equipped rivals. Produced until 1975 and succeeded by the KH250, the S1 remains rare today due to its short production run and unique triple-cylinder configuration in the 250cc segment. Number 3. Kawasaki S2 350 Mach 2. The Kawasaki S2 350 Mach 2, produced from 1972 to 1974, was a short-lived but pivotal member of Kawasaki's two-stroke triple family. Its 346cc air-cooled piston-port inline 3 engine delivered 45 horsepower at 8,000 RPM, with a red line at 8,500 RPM. The engine used 3 Mikuni VM24SC carburetors and Kawasaki's Super Lube oil injection system. With a dry weight of 151 kilograms and a top speed near 100 miles per hour, it offered spirited performance in a compact package. The S2 featured a 5-speed gearbox, double cradle tubular frame, and 180mm drum brakes front and rear. Its smooth 120-degree firing order and narrow engine width made it agile and flickable. Replaced by the S3400 in 1974, The S2's brief production run and unique displacement made it one of the rarest and most collectible Kawasaki triples today. Number 2. Kawasaki KH125. The Kawasaki KH125, produced from 1975 to 1998, was a compact two-stroke commuter bike that evolved from the earlier G3 and G5 models. Powered by a 124cc air-cooled single-cylinder two-stroke engine, it produced 12 horsepower at 9,000 RPM. It featured a 5-speed gearbox, rotary disc valve induction, and Kawasaki's Super Lube oil injection system. With a dry weight of 96 kilograms and a top speed of around 65 to 70 miles per hour, it was designed for urban reliability rather than outright performance. The KH125 used a tubular double cradle steel frame, 240mm front disc brake, and rear drum brake. Its long production run saw minor updates, including cast wheels and revised suspension. While not a performance icon, the KH125's rarity lies in the survival of clean, original examples, especially early models with enclosed forks and square headlights, which are now increasingly scarce. At number 1, the Kawasaki KR1R250. The Kawasaki KR1R250, produced in extremely limited numbers in 1990, was the rarest and most race-focused variant of the KR1 series. Built exclusively for the Japanese domestic market, the KR1RR, D1 and D2 models featured a 249cc liquid-cooled parallel twin two-stroke engine with reed valve induction and Kawasaki's Integrated Power Valve System, or KIPS. It produced 55 horsepower at 10,500 RPM and was capable of speeds exceeding 225 kilometers per hour, or 139 miles per hour, making it the fastest production 250cc two-stroke of its era. The RR variant included upgraded suspension, lighter wheels, and revised porting for sharper throttle response. It retained the aluminum twin-spar frame and 6-speed gearbox, but added racier ergonomics and unique graphics. With fewer than 200 units reportedly built, the KR1RR is now a unicorn among collectors, prized for its raw performance, exclusivity, and direct lineage to Kawasaki's GP racing pedigree. These rare Kawasaki two-stroke street bikes showcase the brand's bold innovation and racing spirit. Their scarcity makes them highly sought after by enthusiasts and collectors alike. So, which rare Kawasaki two-stroke do you admire the most? Share your favorites or any hidden gems we missed in the comments below.